Across every state in America, something big just happened. People stepped out of their homes, picked up signs, and marched through their cities and towns. From Los Angeles to rural Nebraska, from Atlanta to small towns in Montana, thousands of Americans stood shoulder to shoulder on the same day. This was more than just anger or frustration. It was part of something called the 55-01 movement, a national day of protest held on May 1st, 2025. The message was simple. People are tired, worried, and ready to act. They believe that Donald Trump's influence on American politics is dangerous, and they refuse to sit by quietly anymore. What made this protest different was its reach. It wasn't just in the big cities, and it wasn't just one group organizing. It spread across all 50 states, an entire country waking up on the same day to say the same thing. We don't want Trump back in power. These weren't just political activists or people from one party. They were teachers, parents, veterans, students, workers, ordinary Americans who believe Trump is a threat to democracy, truth, and basic human decency. For them, this movement is about protecting the future, and that's what brought them out into the streets. Many of them say the warning signs are already here. They remember the chaos of the 2020 election. They remember how Trump refused to accept the results, even when every court in the country, including judges he appointed, said there was no fraud. They remember January 6th, the Capitol attack, and how Trump refused to take responsibility. To the people protesting, this isn't just about the past. It's about what could happen again if no one speaks up. They believe Trump wants to return to power not to serve the country, but to control it. The 5501 movement didn't just happen out of nowhere. It was planned to send a message at a national level. Protesters want people to understand that they are not alone in their fears. Across the country, people are seeing the same patterns. They're worried about how Trump continues to spread lies, how he surrounds himself with people who promote hate, and how he encourages division instead of unity. For many, this day was about standing up before it's too late, before more damage is done. One major reason people came out was to fight for voting rights. Under Trump's influence, several states have passed laws that make it harder to vote. These laws often affect people of color, young voters, and low-income communities. Protesters see this as a way to silence voices that Trump doesn't like. They believe every American should have an equal say in elections, and when that's threatened, it's time to protest. Another reason is what people are calling Trump's dark politics, his habits of using fear, lies, and manipulation to gain power. Protesters say he tells people only what they want to hear while hiding the truth. For example, even after losing the election, he kept saying it was stolen. And millions believed him, even though no real proof was ever found. That lie alone, they say, is what led to the attack on the Capitol. To them, it shows how dangerous Trump's words can be, and how easily they can lead to real violence. Many also brought up the people Trump chooses to support. Protesters say he has openly praised or stood by white nationalists, conspiracy theorists, and extremists. They say he encourages division by using race, fear, and blame to turn Americans against each other. Immigrants are called criminals. Protesters are labeled enemies. Judges and reporters are attacked if they question him. And anyone who doesn't agree is seen as a threat. The people behind the 5501 movement believe that this kind of leadership is not only un-American, it's toxic. The stories shared on Protest Day were powerful. A grandmother in Ohio said she was marching for her grandkids so they could grow up in a country that values truth. A veteran in Pennsylvania said he fought overseas for freedom, and he won't let someone like Trump take it away at home. A young man in Texas said he never got into politics until Trump made it personal. Now he's organizing in his community to fight back. These voices, and thousands more like them, filled streets across the nation. What's clear is that the 5501 movement isn't just about a single protest. It's about creating a real, long-term response to what they see as a dangerous future. Organizers are now focused on helping more people register to vote, pushing for stronger laws to protect democracy, and keeping the pressure on leaders who stay silent or support Trump's agenda. They're also calling for more awareness, because a lot of people still don't know the full story. They don't know how close the country came to something worse on January 6th. They don't know how Trump's words have inspired real acts of hate. And they don't know how much damage can still be done if he comes back to power. This is what the 5501 protests were about. Not hate, but warning. Not chaos, but action. It was about saying, we see what's happening and we're not going to sit this out. Whether you agree or not, it's hard to ignore the fact that people across all 50 states felt this strongly. They're not waiting for a politician to save them. They're standing up themselves, one city at a time, one voice at a time. So what's next? That depends on all of us. The people behind 5501 say this was just the beginning. More protests, more community events, more voter drives. They're planning to stay active all the way through the next election, and they're inviting more people to join them. Because to them, it's not just about stopping Trump, it's about rebuilding a country that works for everyone. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you understand what's really happening behind the 5501 protests, leave a comment below. What do you think? Can movements like this make a difference? Or are we already too divided? Let's talk about it. And if you want more stories like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.